Good morning, friends. Again, I'm coming with this topic on marriage because already I had made a lot of videos in regard to the topic of discover the truth to make your married life everlasting and happy. Now, in this video, I'll be talking about the partners to have to strike balance because this is the wealth and the ethics that has to be followed. In a marriage, we term as a word which is above the law, religion, and assigned customary and traditional. This is because it's above because the marriage is a word which brings two opposite sexes, which brings into a social knot, and the social knot is the backbone of the society and the community, which determine the growth and the development of the human race and the civilization. For such reason, the relationship have to be termed under the social obligation and responsible for the new generation and their efforts towards the present generation. The procreation of the children by the couple is a love for the humanity, as the future generation is the prosperity of the human race. The couples are responsible towards the growth and nourishment of the future generation by providing resources and development to the future generation. In this way, the cycle of the human race for research and development and the ultimate love for the humanity is suitable for the paving the path without any interruption. Now, it's a very important point because the partner, if they don't strike out the balance, I will give us some examples in regard to that, which becomes the wealth as well as the ethics. Behind every device, there is a story of sharp deviation from the normal trace. Now, the illustration of the abnormal growth and meteoric benefits of the troublemaker, the moment we lose the sight of reality, we are more attractive toward the point of misery. Like the free enterprises, free economy constitute an idea, but the difficulty is that it cannot be achieved completely. The inordinate greed and ambition can make a person to the position in which the market without a radarless and without the norms. It is like the disciplinary norms are the prevention to the market, derivatives, bubbles burst, and further bringing economic slowdown. The couple have to make a disciplined norm within themselves to prevent themselves from the downturn. The most important point I had discussed, the couples have to make a disciplinary norms because they have to prevent themselves from the downturn. We see the purchase and the sales diminishes below the standard mark of point line will take and drive the economy into negative rate growth. As a result, what is going to happen? The effects of negative growth leads to millions affected as employments are transferred to into unemployment. So, I am talking about the statistics of the economics to explain this striking the balance. If we take an example of a capitalist and a social economy, we find both the economy prove themselves insufficient. The capitalist economy will lead into a vast difference in inequality, but the capitalist is development merged with socialism outlook will give immense facet to the development and see that the all group of people, company, irrespective of the sizes, will have an opportunity. Now, if we take about the social economy is based upon the managerial dysfunction. Now the topic is what? The consist flow of the capital, if required in the market, the inflow regulated by the state, it has to be looked upon that the constant flow should harmonize the realistic mechanism. A simple example can be predicted if finance default world causing financial institution failing, The high soaring inflation rate combined with the failing or the falling home prices would cause consumer debt ridden and henceforth cut their spendings. For such reason, the perspective of budgeting should be made to keep free of conjugation of fraud and sabotage. And the reckless borrowing and the suffering will result in the worst set and will create a situation of an unmanaging credit. So, in this way, why I had given so many examples? Because it has the couple should manage themselves, and each individual should have the ability to bring about changes according to the needs and maintain a balance between the wealth generated and the inflow with the ethics of proper handling of wealth which has been generated. To know more about the subjects in regard to the marriage, you can take my book. It's available on the online store. The topic is to discover the truth to make your married life everlasting and happy. Thank you.